Hello, this is Chris Sneringer, and this is my vlog for HIUS512 Discussion Board 2. Today we've taken a field trip to Carlisle, Pennsylvania, and I am standing here at the entrance to the old public graveyard. Inside you can find the resting places of several individuals such as General John Armstrong. He was the commander of the Cantanning expedition during the French and Indian Wars, and Dr. Charles Nesbitt, who was the first president of Dickinson College. However, what brings us here today is the grave and monument to one of the Revolutionary War's infamous women, that of Mary Ludwig Hayes Macaulay, better known as Molly Pitcher. According to the widely accepted story of Molly Pitcher, she was born Mary Ludwig in Philadelphia on October 13, 1744. She was sent here to Carlisle, Pennsylvania by her parents around 1759 to become a house servant. Then, in 1769, she married a young barber from Carlisle named William Hayes, who in 1775 enlisted as a gunner in the 4th Pennsylvania Artillery. Mary joined her husband as a camp follower and assisted where needed. However, she was best remembered for carrying pitchers of water to the soldiers to drink, and to the gunmen who needed it to cool their artillery. It was in this capacity that she would earn the nickname of Molly Pitcher. On Sunday, June 28, 1778, at the Battle of Monmouth in New Jersey, Molly went about her duties providing water to the soldiers. During the battle, her husband fell while manning his cannon. Either he fell from heat stroke due to the extreme heat of that day, or he was shot and wounded. Regardless, having witnessed this, Molly promptly took his place, swabbing and cooling the cannon for those firing the artillery. In honor of her service and heroic acts of patriotism, this monument and statue of Molly Pitcher, designed by J. Otto Schweitzer, was erected in 1916 by the state of Pennsylvania. Joseph Plum Martin, a soldier from Connecticut, was witness to Molly's valiant actions and wrote this of her in his book entitled A Narrative of Some of the Adventures, Dangers, and Sufferings of a Revolutionary Soldier, published in 1830. While in the act of reaching for a cartridge, a cannon shot from the enemy passed directly between her legs without doing any other damage than carrying away all the lower part of her petticoat. Looking at it with an apparent unconcern, she observed that it was lucky it did not pass a little higher, for in that case it might have carried away something else. This account shows the strength and fortitude of her character and the level temperament that allowed her to assist the gun crew as a ram and sponger for the rest of the battle. It is said that when it was over, General George Washington met with her to thank and commend her for her courage and bravery during the battle. He is said to have issued her a warrant with an honorary non-commissioned officer's rank of sergeant for her fearless service, and she would use this rank to refer to herself for the rest of her life, calling herself Sergeant Molly. After the war, she and William Hayes returned here to Carlisle, Pennsylvania, where William would die in 1789, after which in 1793 she married George Macaulay, who was said to have had a violent temper, brought about financial ruin for Molly, and disappeared sometime between 1807 to 1810. Fortunately, in 1822, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania awarded Molly an annual pension for her service in the Revolutionary War. Molly continued to live here until her death on January 22, 1832, and was interred here in the old public graveyard with full military honors. Unfortunately, as with many epic tales, the story of Molly Pitcher is wrought with conflicting accounts. Over time, some of her deeds have been confused and merged with others like Margaret Corbin, who was credited with firing a cannon for her husband at the Battle of Fort Washington, or they've been dismissed as complete fantasy. And the lack of empirical evidence does not ease the unconcern of the story. For instance, no record has been found of any woman receiving a military title after the Battle of Monmouth. Regardless, I believe that the essence of truth exists somewhere in these many accounts. I trust that Molly Pitcher was at the Battle of Monmouth with her husband. She did bring water to the soldiers, and she did assist an artillery crew, which raised her to an iconic status. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a great day.